Hello and welcome to a very special video. Today we can talk about the Traitor Overseer. Now, I'm going to start out by just talking about a few things that have been mentioned in the article, and then I'll give my opinions. So if you want to hear that, that'll be the later part of the video. So, this is the counterpart to the Loyalist Overseer. And effectively, their concept is that they use fear to get people to do what they want. Effectively, they oversee the non-Space Marine elements of the legions. Usually, your normal soldiers. In the Horus Heresy case, they could have been anything from people pressed into service, cultist, militia, so on and so on. In what he has different than the other Overseer, well, he has a whip, a power whip, which apparently he uses to lash mortal members that he's overseeing, which, well, it does sound like something that a very brutal group would do, but doesn't sound like it's gonna be lashing as much as just taking someone out, let's say Russian World War II style, to instill terror. Yeah, I mean, I have my same kind of concerns and doubts as my cat decides to howl in the background for no reason. And, yeah, you could, if you think that that's going to be something that's going to work in your force, it does. There are ways to make it work pretty well. I just have larger doubts on, well, buying a incredibly expensive Forge World model to have to buy a horde of other guys to put under them. Expense-wise, I just don't know how good of one it is. But that's just me. There are ways to make this very effective. I don't know. Here's my other issue. Why was this not one plastic Praetor kit that had a Overseer upgrade that came out for it, that you could apply the evil version and or the loyalist version? Would have been easier. There'd been more conversion opportunities, and honestly, this just feels like they're trying to now eke more and more ways to get money out of you. Now, to be honest, that's the problem with most of the Praetors, is that they could have been kind of handled with a basic multi-part plastic unit that then had upgrade kits that came out for the different legions to create the different kind of special Praetor level characters, but that's neither here nor there. Now, on the design front of things, okay, I actually like the chest plate. I think it's a nice revision to the Mark VI. I think it looks really good. It's not too bad. He actually has a metallic belt like Marines have. The the other elements, though, and I'm gonna put it this way. I do not like the trim, how it's done. Now, I'm not a big fan of the chaos, or the trim equal chaos elements, but on this model, I feel like the trim around near the feet, just kind of unbalances it. That trim should have been, if it had to be there, and I don't think it had to be there, should have been at the top where the knee pads would be. Well, of course, there's no knee pads on Mark VI, but towards the top of that, and I think that would have evened him out more. It creates a kind of a weird position with the chain around his right leg. It looks like it's making him bottom heavy. It's odd. It takes the eyes further away from the center and the top of the model where you should be looking. On the trim on the upper thighs is okay. I don't understand the weird cut in the upper thigh plate. Why it is there in that manner, it doesn't look very good. I think they figured out there was a bit of an imbalance, so they tried to put something else to catch your eye to kind of push it away to this weird void between the top of the legs and the bottom of the legs. Now, it claims there's an excess of skulls in this, but there's only the one really, really happy Terminator. I'm going to be very happy down here now. I keep on, no, don't tell us about weightlifting, Arnold. No, don't do it. But besides that, it's the one skull, the power whip or power scourge or however you want to call it. It's not bad. The helmet is the last thing I really have any issue with. I think they kind of dropped the ball. It's okay overall, but I think the teeth should have been clenched, and that would have helped overall. I think of course, the bear head's going to get a lot of use, especially with that cut right across the right eye. But it's an okay model. But again, I think this could have just been handled with a single multi-part plastic Praetor, and you could go with different marks of armor in this that you could then provide expansions or upgrade kits to give people the options that they need. There could have been a Mark 6 and a Mark 5 and a Mark 4, and they're multi-part, and you get options. Maybe you don't have options for all of them, but you can take those options for one and use it on another, and then go, hey, it's the Horus Heresy. People are just mashing stuff together to keep it going. But that's my opinion. What do you think? Is this a unit you want to buy? Do you like how he's designed? I think overall he's a decent design. I actually really like some elements of him. Do you think that they should have just gone with what I was suggesting? Let me know in the comments and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.